Mass gainers and whey proteins are recommended for building muscle and gaining weight. However, the two supplements are not the same, so it's essential to understand the differences and their unique benefits to see which ones make the most sense for you. Before we get into comparing the two, I first want to start out by going over what each of them are, what are their benefits, what are some of their drawbacks. Let's start today with mass gainers. Mass gainers help add muscle because they are high in calories, which is crucial to gaining weight. After all, you must eat more calories than your body needs, which is a calorie surplus, to gain weight and build muscle optimally. Mass gainers have many calories per serving, more carbs than protein, and some fats. This is good because carbs are your body's preferred fuel source, and fats are energy dense, 9 calories per gram as opposed to 4 per gram from protein and carbs. The protein in mass gainers typically come from whey powder. In contrast, carbs typically come from a combination of the two sources. Maltodextrin is a processed starch typically derived from corn, wheat, potatoes, and rice. Dextrose is a simple carb with a high glycemic index that digests quickly and elevates blood sugar levels. It's essentially the same as glucose. Finally, fats. Some dairy additives found in mass gainers include milk fat, global membrane, which is MFGM, whole milk powder, and cream and butter fat powder. One of the main benefits of mass gainers is that they help you gain weight because they're high in calories. For example, if you need 3,500 calories but struggle to eat more than 2,600 or 2,700, let's say, in your diet, having a serving of a mass gainer daily on top of that can help solve your problem. Another benefit of mass gainers is that it has enough protein per serving to help encourage muscle gain, which is important if you want to gain muscle along with fat when you're bulking up. And number 3, mass gainers provide fuel for training. The calories in a mass gainer come primarily from carbs and fats, which are beneficial for gym performance. The carbs are beneficial because they're your body's preferred energy source, especially when you're working out, so they'll provide you with the energy you need to train optimally. Making the most of your gym workouts can help encourage muscle gain as you gain weight. When there's some pros, there's always some cons. So what are some of the drawbacks of a mass gainer? Mass gainers are known to cause some digestive issues like bloating, cramping, and diarrhea. There are a few reasons that might happen. It's too many calories at once, it has sugar alcohols, or it's too high in fiber. It's often overused because it's so convenient and serves as a meal replacement for calories and macronutrients. However, the quality and variety of the nutrients aren't as good as those from whole foods. You may ask, how do you pick a high quality mass gainer? At 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏, we have 9 different criteria for ranking mass gainers: nutrition label transparency, ingredient quality, protein percent of calories, carb to protein ratio, taste, mixability, thickness, satiety, and cost. Now, you can go out and pick some mass gainers and follow that criteria I just mentioned, or I've actually done the work for you, and these are the 2 that I recommend: Transparent Labs Mass Gainer and Rival Nutrition Clean Gainer. Both of these products, I'll make sure to link down below if you want to check them out in the description box. So what is a whey protein? Whey protein is a powder supplement you can take if you struggle to consume enough protein. It comes from a whey, a clear liquid that's a byproduct of cheese production. To gain muscle without fat, you need to consume enough calories so that your body has the resources to put towards muscle growth, but not so many calories that excess energy is just stored as fat for later use. Generally speaking, this would be about 50 to 200 calories over the number of calories it takes to maintain weight. The main benefit of whey protein powder is that it's very high in protein. Most brands have 20 to 35 grams of protein per scoop. Protein powder is so convenient because it's much easier to have a scoop of protein than it is to eat the equivalent amount of protein from a food. Example, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 4 ounces of chicken breast, or 4.5 ounces of steak. If your goal is to gain muscle, you should be eating around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If you weigh 170 pounds, you should be eating 119 to 170 grams of protein per day. Number 2, whey protein is best for maintaining and gaining lean mass. Whey protein is low in fats and carbs, so it doesn't provide as many calories as a mass gainer. So for optimal results, you also need to get enough calories and additional protein from your diet to maintain a surplus. Now, what are some of its drawbacks? Whey protein is lower in calories, so it may not be the best option for those who want to gain mass at a faster rate or struggle to eat enough food. If you're looking for a high quality whey protein, Transparent Labs, which is the one I actually have in front of me, is our #1 pick because it covers all those criteria we mentioned earlier on in the video. That will also be linked down below if you want to check it out. Let's now get into the 4 differences between mass gainers and whey protein, starting with number 1. One of the differences between the two is that the number of calories per serving. Mass gainer has significantly more calories per serving, typically 500 to 1300 depending on the brand. Whey protein powders range from 115 calories to 150 calories per serving, also depending on the brand. A higher calorie supplement is better for those who want to add mass and struggle to eat enough calories from food to support their goals. A lower calorie supplement is best for those who only want to gain lean muscle mass and limit fat mass, and those who don't struggle to eat enough calories from food to support their goals. The second difference is the macronutrient contributions. Mass gainers are higher in carbs and fats than protein, but whey protein is higher in protein than carbs and fats. Mass gainer is more of a meal replacement because it has all three macronutrients. Whey protein powder is likely only one component of a meal or a snack itself because it only has protein and very few carbs and fats. Number 3, extra calories versus extra protein. An example would be someone naturally skinny who struggles to maintain a calorie surplus on a relatively clean diet. A serving of mass gainer would be more easily to supply the calories to create a surplus. Aiming for a surplus of 50 to 200 calories over maintenance calories is generally recommended. If you maintain your body weight at 2500 calories, start up with 2700 calories, which is 200 more, and monitor your body weight. A bigger surplus might seem enticing, but it's generally not a good idea because it leads to significant fat gains without helping you build more muscle. Given whey protein's lower calorie content per serving, around 120 calories, it's ideal to help reach the muscle gaining target of 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight if you can maintain a calorie surplus through diet alone. And the fourth difference is the cost and the affordability. Given their unique nutritional profile and intended use, mass gainers cost more per serving than whey protein. To use Transparent Labs as an example again, a serving of the whey protein costs around $2, whereas a serving of the mass gainer costs about $5.30. Of course, it's worth noting that a serving of mass gainer can be 5 to 6 times bigger than that of a whey protein. When should you take mass gainer? Take a mass gainer if you struggle to maintain a calorie surplus and gain weight. It's important to know that drinking a mass gainer alone won't automatically make you gain weight. You need to understand your maintenance calories and then strategically track your calories to ensure you're achieving the necessary surplus. When should you supplement with whey protein if you want to bulk? Consider whey protein if you can comfortably eat enough food to maintain a calorie surplus, but need help reaching the recommended 1.6 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. If you can eat enough calories but struggle to hit your protein target, you're at risk of gaining more fat than muscle because your body isn't getting enough building blocks, the amino acids, to encourage protein synthesis, a precursor for muscle gain. Can you take both mass gainer and whey protein when bulking? You could decide to take both a mass gainer and a whey protein together if there are some days when you're struggling to meet your calorie goals and the other days when you find it easier. On the days when you're behind on calories, you could take the mass gainer, but on the days when your calories are naturally higher from food, you just need a little bit more protein, go with the protein powder, the whey. If you're interested in learning more about my favorite whey protein powder, go check out this video in this corner right here where I review and taste test every single Transparent Labs protein flavor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.